Good morning, traders. God bless. Thank you for joining me this morning. I am Ricky Gaspard. I am your host. And I've been trading since 1990. If you haven't been here before, I'm also a ThinkScript coder, and I've been coding for about 15 years. We'll be watching this volume spike indicator this morning on both of these watch lists and the magic scan also. Once we see these percentages rising, we come over here and make sure the current candle has enough volume to get in and get out safely. If it does, and we watch for this crossover of these two moving averages, which are the 5 and the 13 EMA, we watch for these volume spike arrows to kick in. That tells us more volume's coming into that current candle. What I mean by volume, we need a high volume flow. We want to see these numbers really moving so we can get in and get out safely. If not, you might get partial fills. So if you post stock picks in the chat, make sure they have enough volume so that we don't have to waste our time going to say, there's no volume here. But anyhow, this is our Dominator Master. This is our volume indicator. We watch for long, tall green bars. That's the buyers coming in. If we see red ones or half red ones, we know the sellers are coming back. And this is my blessing indicator. We like to see both of these lines above the yellow if possible. If not, we can play this faster moving line off the bottom as it's rising. This one is the trend of the stock. Right now, this one's currently running flat towards the upside. This is the buyers and sellers on this indicator. Not very much moving this morning, but I hope we get something moving. Never trade off of my screen. My screen is sometimes delayed, and delays can cost you money. I am also not a financial advisor. I strongly suggest you seek the help of a professional financial advisor before you make any decision to buy or sell any stocks on this live stream or by any of my words. Don't let my words influence you. You may or may not see a lot of stocks moving up. We did Monday. We had about 6 or 7, maybe 8 in a row. Yesterday, not so many, maybe 2 or 3. Yesterday was quite bouncy, hard to make plays on them. Hopefully today will be much better. I'm seeing a lot more green this morning than we did yesterday, so maybe we're turning around here to the upside. Make sure your chart is on EXT. If you don't know what that means, you need to learn how to set up for pre-market. EXT means extended hours. That's the only way you're going to get a trade in. We'll be also keeping an eye on the spread of the stock. The spread is the difference between the bid and the ask. We don't want it to get too high. We don't want it to cost us too much to get into a stock. We have about... Well, it looks like my ThinkorSwim is trying to connect. I don't know if you can hear me or not. Can you hear me? Well, my ThinkorSwim seems to be dormant right now. So make sure you're set up on your own computer. I may have to just restart ThinkorSwim. I don't know why it's not connecting. It was connected all the way up to this point. I've been sitting here this morning watching stocks. Maybe it's something on their end. We did have some rough weather this morning. Maybe that's affecting it. Well, it's not going to do me any good like this. I'm going to go ahead and restart my ThinkorSwim. Be watching the stocks while I do this. I know some of you are not set up, and I apologize, but this is beyond my control. Coming back up. Looks like NA is moving a little bit. I'm still getting set up as I watch. All right, I think I'm there. I don't know why these things have to hit me right before market open. Not very many moving. I see CT headed down. BTAI. NA may move up slowly. I will also be marking support and resistance levels. Let's say, for instance, these candles are not here yet. When the price rises up and it stops, I will mark a resistance level. When that candle pulls down, I will mark a support level. We want to plan our entry down here at the support level for this bounce back up. However, I was restarting my computer when this one took off. But that's the play, support and resistance. Plan your entry off the support. But always confirm we have green bars coming in and that this indicator looks similar to this. Volume looks fairly good. It's still very low. It's moving, not as much volume as I'd like, but it's moving. Wasn't a very big gain on that stock, maybe a nickel to 7 cents. But it could always pay out more. We got to keep an eye on it. WNW pulling back. I'll go ahead and mark the support and resistance. So we want to watch for green bars to come in before we even think about getting in the stock. We need buyers, not sellers. Take a look back at NA. This one may end up turning out to be a good stock. We'll have to keep an eye on it and see where it goes. It's also down here in the magic scan. It's hitting all three of my scanners. Good job, Yatu. Still trying to creep up. It's not dropping down. That tells me it's pretty strong. Continuing to rise. May be getting a little bit weak now. I'm watching the volume, watching these sellers coming in. It doesn't mean it's over. We'll go ahead and mark support and resistance on here when this candle closes. See if we get a bounce back up with more buyers. Watch for a long tail on the bottom of this red candle. Let me zoom in for you can take a better look. Long tail on the bottom means the buyers are buying up what they're selling and will drive it up even higher. We're getting another spike arrow here. Running up for some more. Tall green dominator bar right down here. Watching this indicator here, we're getting kind of weak, but it could continue right on up here and just run right across and keep going. Still going. Watching the dominator bars for sellers. Just sold some of my position. Sold some more. Sold some more. I had 3,000 shares of it. I'm holding on to the last 500, see where it goes. If we break down between 228, down lower than 228, I'll get out of that position. Looks like we're dropping, selling off pretty hard. See if we can hold 228 here. All right, I'm going to get out of it. Back to 0 shares. Don't want to buy WNW here at the top. We want it to pull back. Good job, Robert Pro. Good job, Bull Over Bears. Well, that was a good start for a Wednesday. Should have stuck with it when I first pulled it up. Actually, I wished I didn't have to start my ThinkorSwim, or I'd have been in sooner. But stuff happens. Good morning, Pro Dollar. Just keep an eye on it. It's back up to the 228 range. It could run up again. More people will eventually find it. If not, the party's over on this one. So this one earns a spot on the personal watch list. If you don't have one, you need to create one and keep track of these stocks as we go through them this morning. They could move again, and you'll never know if you don't save it to your watch list. And that stock was NA. So 228 is now resistance. We're bumping on the bottom of that line. Maybe we'll break above it again in a few. We'll see. CMND, let me check it. Looks like it's just beginning. Let's see if we get a pullback. Let me clear these lines out. Mark a pullback on it. Long wick on the bottom, but the volume's kind of slacking on it. But that does not mean other people won't find it. Looks like the volume's increasing. We're going to run up some more. Thank you, Bull Over Bears, for that call out. So we didn't get a pullback, but we got a long wick on the bottom of that candle. And it ran up. Now we're coming back down to retest $1.52 for a possible bounce back up. I'll go ahead and put a resistance level up there. This level now is support. We need this volume to pick up. We need buyers to come in. We need a green bar here. I'm not liking that this is now turning down. Dropping down below $1.52. And that's probably really $1.50. I just missed it a little bit. Let's see if we get to bounce up. We're looking for a long wick on the bottom and a green bar. We're also keeping an eye on this volume to see if it starts spiking. And I would love to see a white arrow pop in on this V4 indicator. But the blessing indicator is saying it's going down, so we'll see where we go. I'm still watching NA on my personal watch list. It's not doing anything yet. Yeah, I've checked WNW several times. It's not doing much, I don't think. But it is running up. I think somebody said it didn't have news. I don't want to chase it right here. But sometimes no news is good news, right? So the white arrows are volume spikes. If you're using the V6 indicator, the yellow one was set up for options traders. They needed a little bit earlier signal that the stock may be turning around. So they're basically all the same. Even if you have a yellow one, they are all volume spikes. This V4 and V6 are very good indicators. When these two moving averages cross over, your lines may be different colors, but you can change the colors. But once they cross over, the stock normally takes off. Even if it's selling off here, the lines are still one above the other, and it continued to run up. As long as you don't have any arrows pointing down on the top, you should be pretty safe. Another white arrow, probably going to spike up a little bit more. Nice green dominator bar on that run. Looking for another green bar. There it goes. Spike arrow coming in. Another new high. Looks like their sellers are waiting on this one to pop now. I can tell that by the long wick on the top. I'm just testing other things, Nick. I'll bring it back eventually. This is in the works right here. I got to monitor it for a while. Still getting white arrows on the bottom. Still has good volume flow. This is what I mean about volume flow. You see these numbers continually moving. That's what we want to look for in a stock. Looks like we might start channeling here. And what I mean by channeling is bouncing around between these two lines. See a white spike arrow on the chart. Let's see if they can break through 213. Not liking the my blessing pointing south though. This is weakness. There's a red candle for the sell-off. Yeah, I'm watching NA. It's not doing anything right now. So you should have WNW also in your personal watch list. Keep an eye on it. That's NA. It's just the standard ThinkorSwim drawings tool. You hit this drawing indicator here, drawing tools, and I'm using this one right here with the $sign with the line below it. And I just double click the screen to plot that line. Yours may be a solid line. I've got mine custom. Could use another runner. Hopefully we can catch it at the bottom. Couple of spike arrows coming in. Will it break the 212 barrier? We will see. We are turning around on the my blessing indicator. Hopefully this line starts running up. This one turns towards the north as well. But I think we're going to keep channeling between these two lines. Yeah, I still have CMND on the watch list from yesterday. Looks like it already made an attempt to do something this morning, but didn't. Good job, Buster. So two stocks to watch this morning, WNW and NA. SUUN. I hope you checked the volume on it. Currently pulling back. Very low volume. This is kind of looking like a pump and dump to me. Looks like it went up and sold off. Other people fell for it. It went up and may be fixing to sell off. Looks like we may try to break through this 212. It tested it, but did not break through. We need it to break through, come back down and retest 212 for the next run up. Don't want a chance buying it. If it doesn't hold, it's just going to drop down. It did break through. Now, will it hold? We're looking good on this indicator. We do have a green bar. Looks like level 2 may be kicking in. I'm seeing higher numbers come in. There they are. Looks like we're going to have another run up here. Lots of volume. Would like to see a retest of that 212. Thank you, Scratch to Win, for the update. There's the run up. Doesn't look like they were going to do a retest here. More buyers coming in. Watching the green dominator bars, watch for red ones. It's kind of sluggish. It is holding the price. That's a very good sign. Do we get the retest to 212? That's what I'm still waiting on. I will not take a position at this level. Well, it looks like we're going to run up a little more for a newer high. Doesn't have a lot of strength yet. The volume is picking up. There is a dominator bar green. Another new high creeping up. They are building positions on it, I believe. I'm watching this level 2 right here. I'm seeing higher numbers come in. Kind of slacking off at the moment right here. It's wanting to go. It's probably gonna eventually go. Do I want to risk it? Probably not. Don't want to give back anything I made on NA. I'm going to take a very small position if it dips down of 200 shares. Continuing to run up. Should have took it instead of talked, right? I'd be up already. Good job, Scott. It's already up 139%. That's what's keeping me from getting in. And then I'll look back later and it'll be at 300%. Good job, Shannon. Good job, NASCAR, if you're in it. All right, I'm going to go against my will. I'm going to pop in for 200 shares and build a position if I can. I just warned you I got in. You know what that means, right? It's going down. I'm up a little bit. I want to sell that right there. Another $48. If it pulls back, I'll get in again. I don't chance it at this high. Indicators look really good. A little bounce up there for a new high. Profit taker coming in. If you're new here and you never experienced pre-market, we can turn your life around with it. The trading is much easier. It's not as volatile as market open in the regular session. We have the right indicators on the screen. We're watching volume. We're watching buyers and sellers. We're watching price action. Trading is a lot easier this way. You can usually make all your money before the market opens. That's what I do each day. I don't like playing the volatility of the regular session. I'd rather just turn it off and wait till tomorrow's pre-market and do it all over again. Still rising. Good job, YouTube. Yeah, but sometimes them Chinese stocks can sting you really hard. Good job, Robert. Good job, Fumagoo. And if you're new here, you see the members that are in here, or the viewers. I don't know if they're members or not. Some of them are. They're all making money. You haven't heard anyone scream, "I lost." Good job, Scott. You're up there where I am now. You actually beat me by $55. All right, let's see if this is a pullback and does it have any more to it. CC, you killed it too if you made $90. You're not negative, brother. Like to see anybody make even $1. If you're profitable and you continue to be profitable, you just up the share size or continue building your account so you can up the share size. Good job, Jimmy. So if you're not aware, this live stream is going to end in about 3 minutes. I do it for free on YouTube for 1 hour each morning, starting at 5:55 to 6:55. I continue over on Discord in our premium service, which is $79.95 a month. Very easy to cover that cost. You get lots of indicators and scans. This is a premium indicator. It's not included with your membership. But this is also a moneymaker right here. So if you haven't joined us on Discord, the link's at the top of your chat box where it says ThinkorSwim Stock Alert Scanner. Just click that, join our Discord. Go talk to other members, ask them how well we do, or if it's worth the investment. They'll let you know right up front. Hopefully we can do this again in the premium section at 7 o'clock. The top of the hour is usually our best times to make money. It's usually when news articles come out. We try to profit from those news articles. Of course, I don't go read the news. I watch numbers. That's how I trade. That's why I built these indicators. As long as I can see the volume of the buyers and sellers and see the spikes, I'm interested. And I have confirmation over here with these indicators that tell me if I should click the mouse button or not. Once you come here and you watch over and over again, you eventually get it, like the members that are viewing now. And you start making money little by little. It's not an easy thing to do. I'm going to be honest with you. It's easy to lose money and harder to make it. But if you watch what's going on, you can be careful, cut your losses short, have your earnings greater than your losses, and you become green and you build positions as you go. And if you haven't hit the like button for me, there's only 74 likes, but 208 watching. Let's keep the ratings up on YouTube so I can keep these live streams going. And I appreciate you doing so. You're welcome, CC. Want to congratulate everyone who made money this morning, was paying attention. Good job, traders. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning. And as always, God bless. I will see you later. Goodbye.